Hello, thank you for having some interest in A Place to Talk. We're a very inclusive, including, welcoming community in Hickory, North Carolina. We meet on Sunday mornings at 10:30 a.m. in in what's a church building. It's at 1546 Brookford Church Road. Again, A Place to Talk is a community that's open for everyone. We'd love for you to be a part. This Sunday, April 12th, we'll be talking about, are you an investor? And some of you are already thinking, of course, yeah, I've got some stocks. I've got some, I've got a little bit of money in Doge or Bitcoin or some kind of investment. Um, I've got some stocks. I've got some real estate. I've got some retirement. I've got a 401k. You're thinking like that, right? And then others are thinking, well, yeah, no, I don't have any of that. I'm barely trying to make it by every day. So I'm not an investor at all. But here's the thing. Every single person that's watching this video, every person on earth, you're an investor. You may not realize it, but you're investing in something. You have time and attention and energy and focus, and you're putting that somewhere. So the question is not, are you investing, but how are you investing? Where is your investment going? That's what we're going to talk about this Sunday at A Place to Talk. Where's your investment going? What are you investing in? In your current life, what are you putting the most time and energy into? It's not what you say that matters. It's not what you wish that matters. It's what you're actually doing. So when you look at your habits, your calendar, your late nights, where your stress goes, all of those things are ways of investing your time and your talent and your energy. And so it's not just what you want to do, it's what you're actually doing. That's what tells the truth. So a lot of us, we end up investing in things like wealth or status or we're looking for likes on social media. And those are not, they're not just bad automatically, but the question is, are they the right use of our resources? They're incredibly easy to measure, right? I mean, you can look every day, you can make a post and you can look an hour or two later and see how many people liked it or how many people shared it. They're very, very easy to measure, but they're almost impossible to fulfill. I mean, wealth, it feels like you never have enough. Status, it feels like you never have enough. Likes, if you get 10,000 likes, you want 20,000. Influence, if you get some, you want more. So these things are hard to satisfy. And here's what happens. Instead of getting what we want or finding that thing that fulfills us, we actually end up letting that thing that we're driving for kind of shape us. It dictates more of our time, more of our attention, more of our passion, more of our love. So the question we got to ask ourselves is, we're all investors. Where does our investment go? Where does our time go? Let me ask you this. When you just totally lose track of time, you're like, oh, wow, an hour flew by. How did that happen? What were you doing? Were you building something? Were you scrolling something? Were you spending time with someone? Were you chasing some dream? Were you avoiding something? Did you just get stuck there doom scrolling? Jesus talked about money a whole lot. I remember thinking, well, A Place to Talk, when we started, our intention was to never let things like the ABCs drive us. We wanted to make sure we weren't driven by, forgive me if this word's not appropriate for you, but we wanted to make sure we weren't driven by asses, buildings, and cash. We didn't want to be driven by how many people were in the seats or how many buildings we built or how much cash we could bring in on a Sunday morning. We wanted to be very careful to make sure we weren't doing those things. But which is why we almost never talk about money at A Place to Talk. We don't pass an offering plate. It's just not who we are. Now, I guess someday we might have to, I mean, but it's just, I mean, for 16 years, it's been pretty much not a conversation, right? Um, but Jesus talks about money a whole lot. As I've been going through the red letters, I get shocked by how much he's talking about finances. And why does he keep bringing it up? What's it about? Was it about morality? Was it about control? I don't think it's that. I think Jesus talked about money so much because it reveals something deeper. It's not just about dollars. It's about what we trust, what we value, what we believe will take care of us ultimately. Here's the passage in Matthew chapter 6. It says, "Do not lay up for yourself treasures on earth where moth and rust and where moth and rust destroy and thieves break in and steal, but lay up for yourself treasures in heaven where neither moth nor rust destroys and where thieves do not break in and steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also." I think about this moth and rust and thieves thing, and I immediately think of cameras, ring cameras protecting your stuff. And I think of Terminex protecting your stuff from getting destroyed by insects or bugs. And we don't even really, our food won't even, it won't grow stuff anymore, right? It's so full of chemicals, it's not going to um, just deteriorate like that. So can we say those things don't really happen anymore? We don't get destroyed by, those things just don't destroy our products anymore. I think the point Jesus was trying to make, and I kind of, my brain just went on a tangent there. Um, but the question is, can we be healthy? Can we be wealthy and still get the heart of Jesus' teaching here? I think that's the thing. We're so wealthy as people in 2026 that we really struggle with even understanding what Jesus was talking about when he said, that moths and rust destroy. Um, our homes are insulated and they're protected from all that stuff, it seems like. But can we be wealthy and still live out what Jesus is teaching here? I think the answer is yes, but it's just not automatic. It's really not about how much you have. It's about what's controlling, what has you. Can you have wealth without it owning your heart? I think you can, but you have to be very, very intentional. John Wesley said it this way: earn all you can, save all you can, give all you can. He didn't say don't earn. He didn't say don't save. He said don't let it stop with earning and saving. Also be a giver. Um, my life has been driven by real estate, and so I want to help people um, buy their first home, build their investment portfolio, and I added to that a third B. I want to help them benefit others, um, and the reason I added that benefit is because if we get so focused on wealth and earning in ourselves, it just kind of can destroy us. And so earn all you can, save all you can, give all you can. I thought those were pretty good words from John Wesley. Don't let your life become a storage unit. Let it always have flow. What does store up really mean? Jesus uses this phrase, do not store up. It means to accumulate, to hoard, to stockpile. What do you think about that? Are you storing? Are you building up? Are you an investor or a hoarder? What's the difference and how do we balance this in our lives? Wealth is temporary. Jesus is not saying wealth is evil. He's saying it's unstable and it's temporary. Back then it was literal. Today it's just different. It still happens. Markets crash, platforms disappear, our health changes. Nothing here is fully secure. So while it feels like these things are not true today, it's not moths and rust. but we haven't totally eliminated decay and loss and insecurity. We might have just gotten better at managing the illusion of control. Even now, everything we build here is temporary. So, what actually lasts? Can you think of things that actually last? Things that outlast us? Is it generosity? Is it volunteering? Is it loving people? Is it listening? Is it helping? They shape your heart. They shape other people. They outlast your life. Things like generosity and volunteering and caring and loving and serving. Okay, so what could you and I do this week? What can we do? That's what we talk about this week at A Place to Talk. What can we do? What can we invest in that actually lasts? Not instead of yourself, but with yourself. We take our life and we give it to others. How can we do that? We're already investing. You're certainly an investor. You already have a portfolio. The question is, what is your portfolio building? That's what I want us to talk about together this Sunday at A Place to Talk. No pressure to agree, no pressure to perform, just an honest conversation. What are we investing in and what's it doing to us? I promise you, I am not going to, A Place to Talk doesn't have this, this new building we want to build or this new program we want to install. That's not who we are. What we are is people that come together and then we talk about how are we investing in our personal lives with our friends and our family and our coworkers. This is not going to be about investing at A Place to Talk. So I just want to be upfront and tell you that. Don't get fearful that we're going to ask you to give. That's not what we do. Anyway, would love to have you be a part of this conversation. You are an investor. What are you investing in?